Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Nice to see you guys today for the last day of the week for all the videos. Um, some of you guys are probably wondering about the 10-year-old child thing. I know there's news coming out, but I'm not going to report on it quite yet. I did report on it to kind of see what everybody's going on, so I can kind of let you know in the news, but I'm not going to report on it maybe until at least a week, so I can kind of see what the full information is coming out. Because right now it's so up in the air, there's a lot of political BS going around it, and I really just don't want to have to deal with that type of information right now until I get full proof. All I know, it seems it's being heavily political and mostly with the hoax. But again, I need more information coming out, more proof, and I'll work on that as that stuff moves forward. Now, let's get into the actual this article at hand, where our weapons, our guns are at a threat. Now, it will say this, but this is kind of what the reality is. House to move toward vote on assault weapons ban. Now, I understand what you're saying. So, if some people are saying, "Oh, we're not gonna go ban guns," well, there's more to the story here than meets the eye. See, what they're getting you here is with the assault weapons ban. And by the way, I am against any type of banning of any gun. So either way, this would not fly with me. However, they're getting people saying, "Oh, they're just gonna ban assault weapons." No, that's not the case. When we read this article, we'll actually see what they truly mean, and they pretty much mean all guns. House Democrats will soon vote to move on assault weapons ban to the floor, making the first time in decades that Congress has put lawmakers on record barring the popular firearms. The announcement came Friday morning from Representative Jared Nadler, chairman of the House Judiciary Committee, who said the panel will stage its markup of the bill on Wednesday. The move comes in response to a series of recent high-profile mass shootings around the country, including a massacre in May at the elementary school Uvalde, Texas, where 19 children and 2 teachers were killed, and another at July 4th parade in Highland Park 3, which left 7 people dead. Which, by the way, one was the complete incompetence of all the officers involved, and that led to that death. And then the other one was people knowing about the guy and not actually doing anything about it. So, I mean, come on now. In both cases, the alleged shooter was a young man using an AR-style semi-automatic rifle, which is the chief target of the Democrats' legislation. It is beyond frightening and disturbing that a weapon that was designed as a tool of war has found its way into the hands of 18-year-olds and onto our streets. It's for self-defense, and most people don't even use that weapon as a weapon to kill at all. So, yeah. Now said in a statement, any weapon that allows for the quick and efficient slaughter of children is in our schools has no place in our communities. You can do just the same with a bomb. Do you think if you ban guns, there won't be any more bombs going to be allowed? By the way, when you ban the guns, you're going to make there's going to be so much more crime. Because that's what's going to happen. See, the Democrats want to make you. I say Democrats because majority of Democrats want bans on weapons in general, and not all, granted, not all, but majority of Democrats want the bans on the weapons. So you're going to remove the actual defense of people because you want to ban guns and make people defenseless. It makes no sense. The bill, sponsored by Rep. David Sisling, would prohibit the sale, transfer, import, and manufacture of hundreds of models of semi-automatic weapons that boast certain specific features, including those that combine pistol grips with detachable magazines. The ban would not apply to people who already own such weapons. Okay, so here's the thing. Pistol grips, right? Well, that can be pretty much fucking any range of a weapon, period. So, if they have a pistol-like grip, which is pretty much most guns besides a shotgun, that means pretty much all guns are banned at that point because most of them have a similar style of a pistol-type grip. Those firearms rank among the most popular in the country, and opponents of the ban, including all but a handful of Republicans, say it would trample on the Second Amendment rights of law-abiding gun owners. It would 100% fucking would, without a doubt. Supporters counter that the Constitution, written in an age of single-shot muzzle loaders, were not intended to apply too much more powerful and efficient weapons, especially since they've been the popular choice of perpetrators in the countless mass shootings over the past decade. I'm pretty sure the last few mass shootings were also by a pistol, so there's that. And two, all those things could have been stopped if we actually had the police do their job, but they never did. And the Uvalde case is a serious case for that. How many more kids need to die in their schools before we finally crack down on those dangerous firearms which are designed for war, said Sisling. None, if we actually have, armed security there, by the way, and we actually put some teachers with one or two teachers with an actual armed weapon, yeah, that might be great. That might be a good start. They come to these places to go kill because it's easy to kill people. It is not where they go into like a hostile zone to go kill. So I mean, the same thing with the one in Illinois, right? The same thing happened where this guy came in where there was no active security whatsoever, hardly any security. And he wish they would have just rained down upon people because there was no security. It's unclear when or if the bill would have come to the floor after it passes, though the Judiciary Committee, as expected, the ban is widely popular among House Democrats. Sisling's bill has 211 Democratic co-sponsors, but several moderates facing tough re-election contests are not on board. I don't believe bans on weapons, Representative Henry Keller said recently. See, like I said, that even this person is saying that. Still, liberal Democrats have been clamoring for a vote, if only to get Republicans on record opposing a concept that's what has widespread popular support. And Speaker Nancy Pelosi on Thursday promoted the ban as an effective public safety measure, while suggesting that Democrats have the votes to pass it on the floor. There is a great support in our caucus for an assault weapon ban, she said. It's about our children. More children die from gun violence each year than cancer, car accidents, or anything. You would need to cite actual evidence of that, because I highly fucking doubt that. I really highly doubt that. I do not think more children die by gun violence each year than cancer or accidents, especially car accidents for that matter. So, and if you say or anything, that's indicating that anything is above. So you have to count COVID, you have to count again, car accidents, any type of diseases, you would have to count all that, and that wouldn't come to the rationalization of that at all, period. This is when you know they're talking out of their ass and they're lying, because when they say or anything, that does not qualify everything, because when you're trying to remove something, you might have to come out with actual evidence. The problem is these people don't come with the actual stats. The stats are terrible, and when you don't come out with the actual stats, it confuses things. The decision to move the legislation even at the committee level reflects the seismic shift in public attitudes when it comes to gun reform, which was considered a third rail on Capitol Hill 2 decades ago, particularly for Democrats whose support for the 1994 assault weapon ban was considered a factor in securing George W. White House victory in 2000. That ban expired in 2004. Since then, the country has why is there so many typos here? Has seen a long string of prominent mass shootings, including violence starting in a congressman in Tucson, Arizona, elementary school students in Newtown Con, nightclubbers in Orlando, Florida, churchgoers in Charleston, South Carolina, country music fans in Las Vegas, high schoolers in Parkland, Florida, and Jews praying at a synagogue in Pittsburgh. All this is happening in a decade, which means this shows that this is not a common thing. This has not happened at all. It's such a rare phenomenon that this even happens, and the majority of that phenomenon, as I said, there are many cases where the police department or the federal government could have intervened, but they didn't. The carnage has altered the public's perception of federal firearm policies in drastic ways, and no, I don't think it really has. I really don't think it has. If anything, especially the Uvalde situation, that may have actually upped people's ability to want to have guns rather than remove them. So that would be a very wrong type of way of thinking. In fact, constitutional carry is on the rise, not on the low. So where do you guys get your information exactly? Because if you actually think that, then you're going to have to back that up with facts. The only people that are siding with your side is the far left, who are actually deranged. And Congress last month enacted a bipartisan package of reforms designed to promote public safety. It did not include the Democrats' favorite reforms, including a broader expansion of background checks and the assault weapons ban. Yep. Alright, so now we have this. But we need to go through the actual exact thing here and try to see exactly what they're talking about with the whole weapons ban thing. So, without further ado, I will show you this article here. Which this would be here. Now this is what we would call the assault weapons ban of 2021, the HR 1808, and this is kind of what we're seeing here from House of Representatives. Hasn't passed yet, but we're kind of seeing what's going on. Introduced in the House on 3/11/2021. It needs to go to the Senate, then to the President, and then it became law. So we'll kind of see how this goes. We're going to have to see where this goes exactly, but we'll see what they're talking about when they're doing something like this. The term semi-automatic pistol means any repeating pistol that utilizes a portion of the energy of a firing cartridge to extract the cartridge case and chamber the next round. Requires a separate pull of the trigger to fire each cartridge. The term semi-automatic shotgun means any repeating shotgun that utilizes a portion of the energy of a firing cartridge to extract a fire cartridge case and chamber the next round, and requires a separate pull of the trigger to fire each cartridge. So this is pretty much what we mean by all this. The term semi-automatic assault weapon means any of the following, regardless of country, of manufacturer, or caliber of ammunition accepted. A semi-automatic rifle that has a magazine that is not fixed magazine, does not have any one of the following: a pistol grip, a forward grip, a grenade launcher, a barrel shroud, and a threaded barrel. Which again, they have majority of these. I don't know very many actual assault rifle, semi-automatic rifles that have a grenade launcher attached to it at all. So I would not know about that one. And a forward grip and a pistol grip. That's pretty much everything. A folding, telescoping, a detachable stock, or otherwise foldable or adjustable in a manner that operates to reduce the length, size, or any other dimension of otherwise enhances the concealability of the weapon. A semi-automatic rifle that has a fixed magazine while the capacity to set more than 10 rounds is such for an attached tubular device designed to accept and capable of operating with only with .22 caliber rimfire ammunition. Any part or combination of parts, component, device, attachment are necessary that is designed to or functions to accelerate the rate of fire of a semi-automatic firearm, but not convert the semi-automatic firearm into a machine gun. Which, again, this here is already banned. You can't. It's already illegal. You can't do that, by the way. So if they're trying to do that, it's already illegal. A semi-automatic pistol that has blah blah blah, etc., etc. You get the gist of it, right? So they're pretty much trying to ban all this stuff, all the AKs, which again are all banned between 1984 anyway, so you can't really do anything about that. So yeah, this is all the weapons that are pretty much there. This is pretty much them saying that they're banning pretty much all the damn weapons, every last one of them. So when they're saying that they're only going to ban assault weapons, they're pretty much banning every single gun. Because there's no way in this God-given earth that you're going to have a gun that does not fit any of these criteria here. All these criteria is a gun that actually meets it. Like a single pull of the trigger, where you can keep on firing, yeah, that's a semi-automatic weapon. That's going to keep on happening regardless. So they're trying to ban all weapons. This is what I mean is like, when they want to remove weapons, or when they want to ban assault weapons, they mean all weapons. They're just disguising it as assault weapons so they can trick you. Don't let them do this. So again, guys, this is the reason why our Second Amendment is under attack. It has been for decades now. They've been trying to do something about it, and we're going to see what happens. I don't think this will even pass, because this is completely against the Constitution, 100%. Without a damn doubt. So let's see what the Democrats do. They were trying to do it on Wednesday, so be it. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share, and see you in the next one. Take care.